Good afternoon, my YouTubers. Today, it is time to text. Let me get everything going here. This is your girl, Kayla, back with a different stream, and this time we're going to continue on Song Lyric Prank Text, Season 1, Episode 5. So this time I'll be doing Done For Me by, let me find it now. It's a song from, I don't remember the name. Dang it. We're gonna start off with the first line. I'm not gonna show you guys what I'm typing because it will get a lot easier on me. Hold on. I'm gonna share these lyrics and I'm gonna try to type them on my device. This ain't gonna be nothing bad. And we're gonna see how this actually works. I don't know how long this will take. This is, I think this is a duet kind of song. So I'm just going to do the, Okay, sorry about that. I just had myself muted because I didn't want you guys to hear me while I was doing something. Um, back to the texting. I don't know how long this will be. So far, so good. Let's say this will be about a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna mute myself just in case. But click that like button and subscribe to me if you want to see more videos, and ring the notification bell for more. Okay, so I try to do the best I can. So, I think I only stopped at almost at the very end. So, I think what I'll just do for tomorrow, I'll do maybe I'll do episode 6. Maybe I'll name it something else. I'll try to think of something that, and just to let you guys know that, everything's going fine with me. I've been doing Song Lyric Brain Text Season 1, Episode 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is Episode 5. So, we're going to try to make this at least 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes. And if we can't get that far today, then we'll try to think of something else. And then, in case if y'all didn't notice, and it's going to be quite interesting for me because I've seen a couple of people say it to me a lot of times. Sorry, that was loud. Let me mute. Okay, so we're going to try to do something. Sorry about the noise in the background. But anyway, if y'all want to see how I did the Song Lyric Prank Text Season 1 episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna try to make this between 1 hour and 1 hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours. Because last time we did 2 hours and 39 minutes. So, just to be on the bright side of that, I won't do much, even though my last stream was let's say 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah, between 2 hours. Yeah, so even though on Restream, which I'll show you guys now, because if I do one on Restream tomorrow, then I'll miss that one, and then I'll do whatever I had to do. And then I'll show you guys what other stuff I'll be doing for the latest times. I know that some of you guys are okay with this. Where's my, oh, I had it on here. Darn. Let's do, so let's see. Yeah, last stream was 2 hours. So maybe this one I'll do 2 hours and 30 minutes, or maybe I'll just do 3 hours, depending on if I get too tired of doing it, then I'll just leave everything be until then. As I know half of my streams are 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but I try to do the best I can. So whenever I try to get everything done and over with, then I'll let you guys know how everything goes. Along with that, I don't want to say much, but let's say that could happen in the meantime. And starting later on tonight, I'll be continuing to do more of some of the streams that I have. I mean, yeah, even though I do make like, I don't want to say about 5 or 6 a day, but I must say 2 or 3 in that case. I think on Restream you can do more, because I have to do one for tomorrow, which, yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday, and then Thursday I'll go back to YouTube. And I'll make this quite interesting because along with Restream and some other good stuff, I won't be able to go back to YouTube until the 13th. And then I'll continue on with the latest stream. I mean, yeah, I do have something, but And then I think it would be after Mother's Day. I'll be back on YouTube, but I'm not sure what exact time. I'll think about a time for me, but I don't know what would be a good time for anybody. Even though I'm trying to get stuff done beforehand, I do want to say it's very decent for half of my for those of you who have been trying to ask me what I was going to be doing later on in the week. I was supposed to do something else today, but I decided not to because a lot of people will say to me, "Oh, well, you're missing out on this," and I'm really like, so that would take a little bit, but yeah. For all of that, oh, welcome to the stream. But yeah, I am going to do the and if y'all want to, you guys could leave a comment after the stream. It's probably going to be not the same one, even though I kind of got messed up with almost everything. And I just wanted to say it would be okay for me to like skip a day, as I know a lot of people want to be talking to me and not talking to them, and then it's all like, okay, well, we're going to try doing something else first. So we're going to try to do this time, and this time it won't be as too bad as I did the last stream. So I basically did about a lot. Let's leave it like that. Even though if I look on my, well, not on my social media, but and yeah, I'm just like going through and counting how many I made. I made about 101 live streams on my main one, and if y'all don't trust me, that's how many I made. Even though this will be uploaded to YouTube, even though I had to start over on Restream, which is random because mostly you don't. Most of the times while I'm on YouTube, I don't talk too much, even though I do whatever the hey I want sometimes. If it's like, if I want something, then I could do something, or I can do like 1 hour of watching my stream or everybody else's. And some of the people on that I've been okay with since, I ever had to get everything going. And I mean, yeah, even though I'm trying to get everything done and over with, which is okay for me, I know some people say to me, hold on 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to do something. I mean, yeah, I did do very well from my last stream. So, like, the first one was like this. Let me try to see if I could find it. And this is where all the random BS came in. And this was from like a couple of hours ago when I was trying to do something. And I was just waiting patiently. until I actually told somebody, or my SO, significant other. And the only thing is, like, you don't really get to have, like, a lot of people, like, if you're trying to do something and you don't feel like it, and, it's okay to tell the other person and say, hey, this person's bothering me. Like, I know how it feels for everybody. I was just being like, okay, I'm trying to be quite decent, like, people say waiting 2 hours is okay, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of people shouldn't be bothering me that much. But if you hear this, I mean, yeah, I do have my volume down. Yeah, so, like, when I was trying to tell you guys about my friend Ali and Elizabeth, most of you guys didn't know who they were. So they're just like my actual friends, right? So I tried to tell them the actual thing. Like, I tried to tell them that it would be okay if I just did the right thing and stuff like that. Most of them say it's okay if you need to tell somebody something, that's fine. And I was like getting almost knocked out because somebody said something obvious to me. It's not like saying me to them, oh, this thing ain't happening and stuff like that. Because you don't want somebody to say to you, well, this is not what's going to happen. I mean, yeah, it would happen, but not in that kind of situation. Because I know a lot of people say that if you don't want to be part of something, then, just don't be part of the conversation. Like, I won't mind it. Like, as long as they don't concern me, I'm fine. But I know a lot of people say it's not cool to be like that. And I try to be, more specific of what I say. And I'm like trying not to rely on anybody. I mean, in that case, yeah, all good. I mean, yeah, I'm not doing it anymore, which is so obvious. But once the random BS comes in, I start almost got myself more out. Because even though I had a lot of people say to me, oh, well, they can't be bothering you this much if they are trying to, like, say something. I mean, yeah, a lot of people were asking me, like, you don't need to be bothered with a lot of people, if you know what I mean. I mean, not just because of that, because everybody else would be like, well, what the heck have you did this time? Or, some people say you don't feel like it, then don't talk about it. Like, that's just crazy. I'll tell you this much, even though whenever somebody tries to tell me something and I don't feel like talking to them, I just mute myself because I was mute on Restream until somebody said something. Like, I didn't even say much, even though I was on Restream, like, earlier. I would have been all like, what the heck? This ain't happening. I tried my very best to do what I had to do, and you know what? Sometimes it's okay for me to do that. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to be mean. I'm just saying that to be honest. And, like, some people say they're doing their own thing and stuff like that, but you don't have to rely on people and say, oh, okay, well, she did this wrong, she did whatever, and I'm like, I just had to do something, and Even though I'm like very busy half of the time, like you could tell if either I'm busy texting on the phone with somebody, or I could be talking to my mom or dad. I mean, yeah, even though I try to do the best I can to get everything sorted, I try to get everything done, and even though I can't even tell, like on Restream, you don't really know much people unless if you're in that stream with them. And this is all how it worked out, right? So I'm just trying to mind my own business, and people start saying to me, oh, well, if they're bothering me again, then this should happen. Not just because I like to do this stuff, even though you don't mind it. I mean, I had to start over. I mean, a lot of people don't mind. Hey, K2J, welcome to the stream. Yeah, sorry if I had to start over. I had to, like, start over, and this is, like, obvious. Oh, yes, this is serious stuff. Even though I tried to do my own thing, I try not to bother with anyone. And I just said to, like, one of the times that I didn't have an argument with anybody, I would just be like, okay, well, this is kind of decent. This is kind of what I meant to say or do. Like, my one-time friend was like, okay, let's do it. I mean, even though I hate doing it, but again, it's all like, okay, I'm trying to figure stuff out. Like, people have to know about the real thing, but like, instead of saying, oh, well, you're like a fool and stuff like that, they didn't mean to call me a fool. And I said to them that I don't have to worry about it because people are there for me for my own safety. It's not just because of me. It's just because of the other person that said it. And I was just like doing my own thing until, whenever I had a moment to get whatever I had to do. And I try not to say a word when I'm on mute on Restream because it's mostly serious stuff. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen in life, even though if you can't tell what's gonna happen. I'm like, no, not happening. Because, yeah, there was one time I was doing something right. I said, okay, you know what? This is gonna be more decent. Because the more times people say it to me, the more times they're gonna say it more than twice. I said, like, about 2 or 3 times now, people start saying to me, you don't want to do what you gotta do sometimes, even though you're trying to do your own thing, and it's like, oh, okay, well, what do I do? Do I just do something right? Even though I didn't mean to say much stuff? It's just not right. Like, they gotta stop saying stuff to my parents. They shouldn't be telling my parents anything. Apart from, well, the one who will be texting them, which is me. And even though I'm trying to do stuff, all they want to do is do whatever they have to do. Oh, Kayla, do this. Kayla, do that. Oh, I'll be like, whatever. And whatever. I was still on mute on Restream the night before, I had to do something. Like I said, okay, I'll be back and we'll straighten something out. Well, I mean, that didn't really work out with a lot of people because some people say, okay, well, it's not more um, of how I felt. Like, people start saying to me, okay, well, we didn't try to be rude because a lot of people said that. I mean, as soon as I heard what's gonna happen on Restream, oh, hey, no! I wouldn't be saying stuff like that. I would have been all like, oh, what the heck? Because this is a lot of serious stuff that I'm talking about here. I mean, yeah, even though I tried not to worry about it too much, I would still be all like, okay, whatever I had to do has nothing to do with you. Even though I trust almost everybody, like, they wouldn't mind asking me stuff, but if it comes up to me, oh, it would be all like, oh, well, what the heck are you doing? Da, da, da. And I'm like, because one of the things I obviously hate, like, people that say stuff like, say I'm busy doing something on Restream today, find out what I'm doing. And you don't want to know that because some people say it's not really well. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. And some people say it's serious stuff. Welcome to the stream. I mean, yeah, even though I did start to think about it, and I didn't want to say, oh, okay, well, I didn't do anything wrong. Because even though I tried to do everything that I could and say, like, okay, this is not my favorite thing to do, but I just want to say, like, 99% of the time, when I'm not talking to everybody, I usually have myself on mute. But that's different. Like, I don't know why, but a lot of people are telling me this, and it's actually being more decent. And I just had to do something, like, out of it, right? So I try to stay calm and get everything going. And this is where the random BS started. I don't know if you could tell, but this was about a couple of hours ago. So I was checking some stuff. Whoa! Oopsie daisy. I didn't mean that to happen. I mean, yeah, that's just like how everybody is, I guess, if you want to say that. But as you can tell, I was doing stuff and I was trying to get some stuff done even though I don't felt like it. I mean, this is like serious stuff that I actually told some people and they don't understand why I had so much decent stuff going on. Even though whenever you see somebody try to pop into one of my streams, I'll be like, really, are they trying to bother me? Like, is that what they want? People would just say it's not very well to do that stuff. And I'll probably be like, well, it was on Restream, even though I didn't say much. And this was serious stuff. Because after 27 minutes into the whole thing, I didn't do much stuff until later on in the stream. Even though I said some stuff and I've been like, okay, you know what? I'm staying cool. Like, I didn't say much because it was like, okay, what the heck do you want me to do? And I try to, see what's going on. And if somebody's trying to bother me, I gotta let somebody know. Like, you don't have to do that stuff, even though I'm taking a break from my main channel, which is okay. I mean, I ain't gonna stream until Thursday on my main. So, I might as well go with the flow. Like, everybody else starts saying, oh, she did. I'm like, whatever. I mean, I've never did anything wrong. I mean, for some people that I said, I would have said, nope, that's it. I'm just, nope, not doing it. I said, whatever they had to say, I'm not going to say a word at them. Because even though I was on mute and they didn't hear me, I was like, okay, I felt like it, but I don't want to say a word out loud. Well, it all began. And here's a true statement. Even though I didn't feel like doing much, I could have said, hey, I won't be doing much today. I'll be chilling. Well, apparently when you want to do something, you gotta do something. It's like, you're not just sitting there for 30 minutes and saying, oh, okay, well, she wants to get that done. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, oh, whatever. I try to, like I said, I try to do like everything that I can. Even though I got sick and tired of people telling me, oh, what are you doing? This is that. I'm like, I mean, yeah, I almost felt bad because some people say to me, like, you can't be bothering a lot of people like that. And I know how hard it will be for everybody to control me. And I'll be like, really? You don't want to control me like a freaking little kid? I said, you're gonna have to start treating me like an adult. Even though I said everything else, like, out of my head and stuff like that. And I'm like, because I'm trying to be very careful of who I talk to. And even though my mom was right that I gotta be careful of who I talk to because there's like, a lot of bad people out there, and I don't want to do anything wrong and say, oh, okay, well, I did something wrong. And it's like, you don't want to do it. So I'm trying not to say much stuff as like I did beforehand. And I just started saying stuff and I went, oh my God, like, you don't know much stuff like until like you actually notice what's going to happen. And even though I tried to do everything that I could, like I said, I'm trying to be very careful of what I do. Even though I didn't do much stuff, which was fine. And it was not my favorite thing to do. Because, like I said to some people, I don't mind talking to them for their own actual safety, but I'm not gonna say anything like that until, like, when I actually know it's them. Like, some people say to me, it's not like the first time it's ever happened like that. I would have been all like, well, I'm trying to do something. You can't be bothering me like that. Even though I tried not to start anything, it wasn't my fault. I mean, yeah, I tried to do something and apparently it's not gonna work like that. I just had to do everything else. I just didn't know what the heck happened. Like, according to my mom, people start saying to me, well, oh, who the heck's this? Who the heck's that? I've been all like, oh my god. Oh, welcome to the stream. Like, I try not to say too much, even though it's like, if it's like important or if they have something to say. And people just don't really like that. I mean, I wasn't in the mood earlier because with a lot of people saying to me, it's not gonna happen. Like, I didn't say anything wrong or nothing like that. I mean, yeah, I was trying to focus on my career. I've been doing my career since, 2020. And I tried to do everything that I could. Before I started YouTube, I didn't start streaming until at least 2020. And that was just right off my head. Like, I didn't know what to say or do because people say to me, well, if you want to try to get something done and over with, why didn't you not tell me in the first place? I'll probably be all like, well, I don't have to tell you anything. The only person who should be fine with their, statement is me. Like, people say, this is not right. Like, you don't want anybody else to be like, oh, okay, well, she missed that. And I would be like, really? This is what's going to happen? I mean, again, it's not like everybody else is saying, oh, well, this is that. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Even though I don't feel like it sometimes. I'm tired of this stuff. Like, I don't want anybody else to know, especially me. I mean, it's not like the first time it's happened like this. This happened about once, and this is the second time it's ever done. Before I started doing stuff, I did not know a single thing. I mean, everybody else was doing their own thing, especially me. Until then. Until what happened? Nuh-uh. Not going back. I would have been all like, okay, you know what? Not gonna happen. Even though it was my own responsibility to start over on Restream. I mean, I was fine. I didn't say anything wrong or anything bad like that. I just said, that's gonna be different for everybody. Like, I don't want to start stuff. And if you don't want to freaking say stuff like, oh, well, this is written, I'll be all like, oh, okay, whatever. I I don't know why people would say that to me though. Like people would just start saying to me, "Oh, well, this is not okay for you to say this and that and that." I'll be like, "Well, if you're actually telling somebody, it shouldn't be me because a lot of people don't mind it. A lot of people wouldn't. Like, you gotta understand this stuff. Even though if it's not right, you still gotta tell them stuff." And I would be all like, "Okay, this is actually quite decent. Like, it's nothing bad." And I would be all like, "Okay, let me think of something. Hold on, I'll be right back." Yeah, I tried not to say much, even though I get that everybody's trying to do their own thing, and I started doing some stuff. I said, "Well, I can't really do much," even though people start saying to me, "Oh, she did that." I'll be like, "Whatever." But before we start anything, I like to start the countdown. Like, I know some people have said to me it would have been fine for me. Oh, welcome to the stream. But yeah, any questions, concerns, please feel free to ask me immediately. And this is where the most of the random BS came from. So I'm just going to show you guys this. One of them says, "Why are you not streaming a game?" That was just because I didn't want to or I didn't have to. Well, let's keep moving. And that was 5 hours ago. And before I even move on and continue the whole thing, let me start off where I was going from. Some of you guys know where I'm coming from. Most of the time, I know it's me. But somebody asked me, "Why are you not streaming a game?" Because if I don't feel like it, then I don't have to do it, you know? Like a lot of people don't mind it. Even though close to the very end, I would have to restream because even though I was trying to wait for somebody to say to me to restart something, I mean, I had to do it anyway. So let me show you guys what restream is. I'm going to share my screen real fast so you guys can see what I'm doing. So this is events, this is video storage, which I'm probably going to do either tomorrow or Thursday. And that's my team stuff. Okay, so when I try to stream on Restream, this is what's going to happen. Well, with me, obviously, but I'm not going to make it happen just because a lot of people said that. Like, I'll miss out on these two and then continue on Thursday. But I'm just going to do well, tomorrow will be a little bit more confusing for me because I don't know why. And then I'll do this one next. I'll do that one next, even though I do have a lot of people telling me that it's not going to happen. And I'll do that one next on the 21st. And that one I'm going to do next. And then maybe do, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of those. And I got a couple of others, but that's still obvious. I mean, not obvious, but still, like, I gotta get everything else done and over with, so that'll be out of the way at least. So now y'all know what Restream is, and I actually stream on Restream very often. I've been doing it since February. So, whether or not, I'm still gonna stream on Restream no matter what, because a lot of people say to me, I can do like, I think about 2 to 3 hours of Restream. Because even though I do feel like streaming on Restream sometimes, and sometimes there's other options, I just don't feel like it. Like, why the heck are you restreaming on Restream? Even though somebody asked me that, and I'm like, well, it's similar to like other stream websites, like except for Twitch and stuff, but only like if you had like, say like if you were gonna do on Thursday, I would have to do 2 videos on Thursday, and then I'll have to get everything done and over with, which means I'll have to get everything done beforehand. Otherwise, my Restream fans will probably be like, oh, but why are you not streaming on Restream today? And I'll be all like, I don't know. But otherwise, I leave it at that spot. I'm not going to worry about it. Because I know a lot of people will tell me the same exact thing. At the 1 hour and 50 mark, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight, and I'll probably do some more probably tomorrow. I'm not sure what time exactly, but I'll let you guys know in the afternoon. Not now though. Okay, so I'll stop it right there. So somebody said I am a big streamer. The only why you are going to gain followers is playing a game on Twitch. Try not to say it in a mean way. Well, I tried not to say it in a mean way anyway, so let's continue. And this is where some of the random BS comes from. So, and then I try to stay quiet because I don't want those people to hear me, even though at the 52-minute mark, somebody tries to say to me, Kayla, stop what you're doing because I'm watching you. Let's wait and find out. Even though I could read it from Restream, it still makes sense. But even though whenever you're trying to do something and it's like bothering you or aggravating you, then you gotta let that other person know. Like I said, it don't matter. We're gonna wait and find out. And this was like very close to the end of the the stream. I mean, not saying like obvious stuff, but that would be not my favorite thing for everybody else to do. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to get stuff done, but if somebody can be bothering me when I'm trying to do something, then that's all gonna be random BS, if you know what I mean. Okay, and here's like something I got from Josh. This was at 55 minutes and 16 seconds into the stream, and he says, I try my best. Well, let's wait and find out what the other person says. Okay, another what you call it? Friend Josh. It says here, type big. That was to me because I could do something. So this is another thing that I don't like. I mean, I know you guys can't see it from up here, but it's at the top there. I mean, and this one says, Kayla, what are you doing? And then I started saying, I try not to say much, even though I have about 2 to 3 people that are watching the stream. And that was at 1 hour into the stream. And even though I hate to say it because a lot of people would be like, oh, okay, well, she's doing that, she's doing this, and even though, like, everybody would just be telling my dad on me, I guess. My decision. And then here's another thing from, well, I'm not going to say the name. And this one says, that's for me to know and you to find out. I'm not going to, hang on. If y'all don't believe me, this is what he said. Well, ignore all of this because these are the messages. And if I go to here, where's the, and there's that, whoopsie. I mean, yeah, I had a hard time. Like, I had a good connection with everybody. I mean, even though I tried not to say much, because if somebody would talk to me like that, I would have been like, saying stuff. And you don't want people to say stuff to you in the streams because it will be a pain. I mean, yeah, I've heard a lot of people say to me, it's not what you think's gonna happen. Even though I have everything else on silent, doesn't mean everybody has to be all like, oh, well, she did something wrong with this, she did something wrong with that. Even though I didn't feel like it, which is okay. Anyway, yeah, so I had to do something even though I'm trying to get things sorted. And I'll tell you guys this much. If I do try to get everything sorted by this week, I'm gonna try to do it like quite as easy, which is not too bad for me. One time, I didn't say this much, so I had to start from the very beginning of like from I think what was it 2 or 3 weeks ago. Somebody asked me if I could do something for them. I was all like, okay, well. And I try not to worry about the whole thing. I mean, it's okay for me, I guess, if you want to say it like that, because if it's like, even though what happened to me and Allie, I mean, I just don't want to talk about it because people start asking me, why do you not want to talk about it? Like, it's just random. I mean, yeah, I kind of get the reference, but nobody needs to tell me about the whole thing. Even though it's okay for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for tonight. Hope y'all have a very good night, and I'll probably um, see y'all in the morning. But anyway, this is your girl Kayla signing off for tonight. Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. Bye.